Oh, hello. Okay. Um, Capricorn, how are you? We're doing love readings, starting with the romance angels. Whoa, right away. And then using crystal visions as well. So right away I got a past life relationship. You have known each other before. That sounds super exciting, doesn't it? And finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Interesting. Could mean a number of things. But Capricorns don't often have money issues, so could be a different kind of issue. What else? What else do we have? Trust. Okay. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Does that have something to do with your financial issues or your partner's financial issues? Maybe you're not trusting someone. Maybe you're worried about them being more interested in your money. Maybe you are backing away from dating because you're having some financial issues. I don't think that's the case, but okay. I'm going to pull one more. And then we'll go into crystal visions. But they are just not wanting. Why aren't you showing up today? Woo! Okay. Religious factors. Got an interesting combination of cards here. Religious factors: trust, finances and career, and a past life relationship. And on the bottom of the deck, worth waiting for. So, okay. So there's some, whatever is happening right now, it's not it's not going well or smoothly. Worth waiting for is simply about divine timing being at work in your relationship. So worth waiting for can also mean like maybe you're not feeling ready in this moment, but that's okay. It's not a bad thing. And then there's this religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. That's something that only you will know about. So let's go to crystal visions and see what pops out. Got the King of Wands right away. So very passionate energy and full of fire. This King of Wands poses with a lion, which says a lot. And also wands do tend to be, when people do refer to zodiac signs, wands would be fire signs like Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So it's possible. Okay, Capricorn. What else do we have? I realized too I have to be careful how close. I was doing this really close to my chest before and it was making a lot of noise, so I want to be mindful of that. I've got the 10 of Wands, so you are at the end of a cycle of some kind of burden. But now you also have the, Ace of Pentacles just popped out as well. Okay, now everybody's coming to the party. As well as the Three of Pentacles, okay, which is somewhat work-related. But it also means, in terms of a partnership, it's somebody that you work well with, Okay, you can see in this particular image they are working together, right? So, okay, and then you've got the Lovers. Doesn't suck. You've also got the Emperor. So somebody is being bossy, controlling, authoritative. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It just depends on the context here. But you've also got the Two of Wands. So you've got some interesting cards that all just jumped out. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. How nice. Ace of Cups. But you've also got right under that the Four of Cups. So I'm wondering if there's this, I'm wondering if the hesitation is you, you know? I'm feeling like that there is something coming up here and you're the one hesitating for whatever reason, and I'm not sure what that is or what that means. But all right, let's recap these for a minute too. So we've got the King of Wands as well as the Ten of Wands. Okay. So there's definitely some passion here, but you've also got the Pentacles, and the Pentacles, as you know, are stability and commitment. And what I like about this is that, look at this. This is so nice. Okay. What I like about this is that, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is starting new. And so it could be a new relationship that has the potential for commitment and the potential for stability, as well as the fact that you're meeting someone that you work well with. And so this could also mean, it could also mean somebody you meet at work, you know, literally. But it could also just mean that this, you know, maybe you create work with this partner or just working on the relationship. Okay, that's kind of another option. And then you've got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups and the Lovers. So, couple of things here. The Ace of Cups can mean a brand new start in love, which is likely because of this relationship, and also because you've also got this other brand new start. You've got a couple of fresh starts happening here, which is nice. You've also got the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands can mean a couple of different things. Sometimes the Two of Wands is about having to make a decision, making plans, making a decision about your long-term plans. And it can also pardon me. It can also mean, you know, making a decision in a relationship. And I think I said something earlier about that you may be, you may be holding back. We talked about that. But so look, you've got this finances and career card, right? But you've also got the Ace and the Three of Pentacles, which is telling me that, sorry about the glare, you don't really need to be worried about finances. And I already felt that earlier. And maybe I was being biased because I already know that with Capricorns, it's very rare that they have to worry about money. So if there are financial issues in your relationship, it could be your partner, maybe even, right? And maybe they're starting a new project and maybe they just need your support. You know, that's all a possibility as well. Or maybe you work together and it's and there's conflict, but I don't see any conflict in here, so that's just kind of a wild speculation. Okay, we don't want to go there. But you do have the, excuse me again, I yawn like this whenever I read, and I know it's because like the energy flowing through. So you've got the King of Wands and the Emperor. And again, it's an energy, right? So a couple of things about these energies. Again, one is very authoritative, and it's not always in a negative way. Just keep that in mind. I think people jump to conclusions about the Emperor. I see the Emperor as kind of a boss bitch, in a good way, you know, in a good way. Like, hey, bitch, I'm the boss. I don't know. Okay. But it could be that this Emperor energy, you know, either you or your partner are taking this on, and there are a lot of situations where this could come in handy. So rather than looking at it like some kind of foil, some kind of obstacle, some kind of like fly in the ointment or whatever, right? Like, oh, who's this bossy character? I'm also seeing it as someone whose qualities are important. You know, somebody has to be in charge. And the vibe I'm getting is that whoever this is, like I said, you know, everything can be the opposite of what I say. Just remember that. I feel like this person is leading the way, leading the charge, guiding the relationship in some way. And I feel like this is going to be the result. So don't fight it. Now I'm starting to feel like, you know, I mean, I could see this being a Capricorn card, but now I'm starting to get the feeling like a couple things, actually. One is you are not always in charge, and you don't always have to be in charge either, okay? So that's one. That this, you know, let your partner take charge for a change, because you're not unbalanced here. You know, the Two of Wands is not out of balance. The Lovers is not out of balance. Trust. Okay, the situation is calling for you to have faith. So I'm thinking that you also got religious factors, and now I'm starting to wonder if you're being a little too old-fashioned, maybe, in your relationship, or your partner is. But there's a lot of good here. You know, whatever felt like a burden is over. This is the Ten of Wands. This is the end of that work. Like, sorry, again with the glare. He's on this horse, and he's just about at the top of that hill. Just almost there. He's got a lot on this poor horse. It's a lot of weight. But he's going to make it. You can see very clearly that he's going to make it. Okay, there's no doubt. So the Ten of Wands is not, like, it's just not a bad card. But I'm loving these two. I'm loving your Ace of Pentacles and your Ace of Cups. I think that's fucking awesome. And you've got a Lover. Now, just to kind of put it out there, because it's here, the Lover sometimes also means making a choice, as does the Two of Wands. Okay, sometimes these both mean making a choice. So I don't want to leave it out. There's always a possibility that there's another person involved that you have to choose between two. Just want to put it in there. put it out there. And then also the Three of Pentacles can also mean that there's some kind of a third. So when people say third party situation, it doesn't always mean a third person. It could just mean something else. Maybe work is getting in the way or something like that. So I'm just putting that out there because, you know, I want to make sure that I get a few of the different possible ways to read these cards. But my overall view of this is what keeps jumping at me. It's a love reading. So you've got a lover and you've got a new beginning. Whether it's a reconciliation or not, I don't know, because sometimes Ace of Cups is a reconciliation. So, I don't know. Maybe you're having stress with your partner and you're fighting about, you know, who's going to be the boss. That's always a possibility. Who's going to be in charge of the money? Who's going to be in charge of all the things? And I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. I've got the Goddess Power. Oh, so pretty. So let's choose. Actually, let me just do a full. I don't think I have my reading glasses. I might have to go grab them. You know what? I gotta say too, I like the mic because I don't feel like I have to yell. So. Nice. Shuffle. Spirit, there's the message for Capricorn for June of 2020. We are not canceling 2020. 2020 is a perfectly fine year. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but that doesn't mean it's a good year. I know bad years. This is not one of them. In fact, I'm just going to have some painful but beautiful changes in this world. Nike. Greek goddess. It's not really pronounced Nike. It's Nike. Nike. Nike means victory. Okay? Only a little tip. So, I'm a teacher. Well, I was. I'm not at my teaching job right now, but like for many years. But, you know, you cannot stop a teacher from being a teacher no matter what. So, your lesson for the day. Your lesson for the day is that traditionally the letter I in most languages is pronounced E. That's why this is Niki, okay? Only in English and probably German is the letter I pronounced I. So in English and other Germanic languages, it is I, but generally when you see it like in a name or something, it's usually pronounced E, Niki. Not Nikki, Niki. Okay? All right, so let's find her. Okay. The Greek goddess Nike asks you to be present to the beauty and richness discovered in your life so far. You have come this distance, so what are your wins? Celebrating them is key right now to enable you to co-create even more. You live in a world where you may have felt that you were not allowed to celebrate your victories, lest you be cut down for being self-centered. Perhaps you were raised in a family that discouraged you from shining in an authentic way. Being successful at the game of life requires you, to refuse the message that you are too much or not enough. Your biggest win is to be yourself. Accepting yourself exactly as you are, releasing the idea that you are flawed in any way, and expressing yourself with authenticity. This is the true power of the victory goddess Nike expressed through you. The goddess Nike has another message to share. If you've been struggling to move to the next level of your life, including your love life, working hard and putting the time and effort in, you will soon find you are finally winning. Your determination and commitment to your intentions are manifesting in your life with beautiful results. When you are winning, the world wins too. Just remember to share your bounty. So thank you for joining me, Capricorn. I wish you lots of love and happiness for the month of June. I wish for all of us to have some peace. And I'll see you next time. Bye.